Welcome to Kyle Lab, presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Ag, and I'm joined by AgJack, Billy Big Shot, Shrek, Cowdog Clay, and recurring guest Coach Clete. We are fully back with Season 3 of Kyle Lab. Can you boys believe we haven't been canceled yet?
No,
For
it's
the new
true.
listeners, we just want to remind y'all what this podcast is all about. We were former college roommates hoping to recreate the vibes of talking ball in our living room with the boys. So we created Kyle Lab.
Yeah, we created Kyle Ave about 3 years ago after I think we lost an Arkansas game or we won, and it was crazy. And we were like talking about it on the phone for an hour after the game. We were like, we should have a podcast. And here we are. So thanks for joining us. We're going to have one of these weekly shows every Wednesday, as well as live shows after every single game. So tune in for those this year. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Instagram as well as Twitter. But we're back with football. I mean, football is literally this week, like it's week 0. Holy shit. So excited.
Let's go, boys. Get hype. There's not enough juice in the room. It's about to be week 0. Football's back. We've survived the disgusting offseason, and let's get some fire.
Low testosterone season is finally over, boys. I'm ready.
We just came out the other side of like the long winter of just nothing on TV. Like you're scrambling for Netflix shows, nothing going on unless you like baseball, but no one really cares about summer baseball, let's be honest. And now we're here. It's like right in front of us, boys.
You're forcing yourself through the Olympics, acting like those are actual sports to watch. They're not. Shit's miserable in the off season, man.
The Olympics is fun during work, something to do. Sit around the conference room, maybe throw on the Olympics, get a little hype about a stupid handball game.
Watch a little breakdancing.
Handball, sand volleyball, not bad.
Dude, that Australian chick canceled breakdancing for the entire world. It's officially removed for the next Olympics.
Ray gun.
I would say as a foot fairy, self-identified, this was probably the most elite summer offseason you could imagine. You've got Euro, which was an unreal tournament. Y'all can all pretend like you didn't watch, but it was just 6 months ago, so you already forgot about it.
Can confirm, did not watch.
Did you guys, back to the breakdancing thing, did you guys know that the host country gets to pick a sport to add whenever they have the Olympics, and that was what France chose as their sport?
Damn.
Yeah, we're bringing flag football to the U.S.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
5'8"
That's another
dunking on
topic.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That dude on Twitter, that little guy saying he's the GOAT, right?
He's like, I'm just as good as Patrick Mahomes. I have his IQ. That's like the block guy saying he was just as good as Rory if he could hit it as far as him.
No doubt.
Shit. All right. Well, we've got a lot to catch up on and a lot to go over in our preview here. Starting off with the fact that we broke some news, potential news that's coming. Power sounds like the rumblings are true that it might be coming back to Kyle Field this year. Probably because our petition, maybe because Jimbo's not there, maybe because, I don't know, people are just ready to move on. Maybe Trump's about to get elected. I don't know what it is. What do we think, boys?
People are saying it was purely AgKnocks motivated, that it just got sent straight to Trev Alberts, and they were like, yo, we got to do something about it because these boys are making too much noise. And I actually think the goal, which would be the hypest way to do it, is that they're just not going to announce anything. It's just going to play week 1, and it's going to be insane.
And everyone just loses their fucking mind.
That would be the way to do it, dude. Number 7, Notre Dame at home. Power comes back on the speakers. Hammered drunk in section 317. Oh, my God.
So we have Coach Clete here. Again, we mentioned this. He was on the field for one of the last Power sessions, probably. What was that like, running out to Power? Did that feel like?
It was just great. I mean, it's the classic A&M. I feel like when I think of A&M coming out, that's like you think of Power. So I think it's time to bring it back. Dust is settled. I mean, new era, the Elko era. Let's bring it back.
It's been double Jew approved by Kyle Ave, so
Facts.
What's left?
And
people
don't want to acknowledge it, but that was part of our brand, right? Like it was our initial walkout song. It was like a hype entrance. We were up there with all of the cool entrances in college football. And then again, we got a little too PC for our own good. And they can't have an announcement of actually Kanye It's not that bad anymore. It's been like a year, so everybody forgot about it. Like, you just got to play it, and like, people cry, they cry. Just don't address it.
The battalion will write an article about it and cry, and then we'll move on.
The new one's just bad though. Like that doesn't get anybody going. I don't like it.
You just didn't learn the words, bro. You didn't learn it.
Oh, you didn't try hard enough. That's the spirit right there, bro. You gotta try harder, or you're not trying hard enough. The team needs you, bro. Come on.
I still want to throw it back to when CowDog, one of the best war room choices, when you pick the "Let me hear you say ayo, ayo." That should have been heavily considered, bro.
We should revisit that if Power officially comes back. Just go back to that war room.
Boom Boom would be fun as shit. I don't know why anybody wouldn't think it wouldn't be.
But like, okay, so is there a chance that they just don't bring it back and it's just whatever Aggie hype song round 2?
We'd have to kill our source.
I would say, I don't know. Like, I don't know it would just be so disappointing to hear that coming out.
It could happen.
I think the players would be less fired up, and we would definitely lose the first quarter. That's for sure. Guaranteed. If we don't,
if you're going to do it for any game, it's this one, right? Like, it makes sense.
It's facts.
It'll end up being like Jason Aldean or something.
Hold on, that could slap. Let's respect Jason Aldean where it's due.
I'm just saying it'll be something. And he'll hit those heavy riffs with him and his band. Yeah. Come up
All right,
with something good.
Both polls came out a couple weeks ago, and Aggies are ranked number 20 in the country in coaches and AP, which is like, I don't know. Like, how do you guys feel about it? Because it felt like coming into this year, or just based off what happened at the end of last year, we wouldn't even sniff a ranking. It might be a little bit of like a ratings play since we're going Notre Dame night game on ESPN, college game day, all that stuff. Or maybe people believe in us for some reason. They think we're unlocking something with Elko coming.
So I actually love the ranking. No one's been talking about us. No one knows what to expect. I feel like that's a first in forever. We're not talking about if Haynes King or Connor Wegman or Haynes King or Zach Calzada is going to be the starting quarterback. There's no QB controversy. Like, there's no hype surrounded other than the hype of local fans and Aggie fans alike. I love that no one's talking about us. I think it's actually a good omen for the season.
Yeah, that's like what Elko said. Is like, it's a quiet offseason. He got a question, I think, sometime in one of his press conferences about this, but they were asking him basically like, why has this not been a lot of splash things going on? And he was like, it's good to have a quiet offseason. So I'm with you on that. I like there's not a lot of noise. I think there's been too much noise in the offseason, not necessarily focused on the actual team, maybe individual players and things like that. So, no, I think it's been a good offseason, quiet, and I'm with you, Tom Ag. I think we're in a good spot going into it.
I feel like when you look at the record last year, like just just going back to what we're 5-7, right? Obviously the season was not ideal, but like when you look at it for what it was, right? Our starting QB goes down week 3, week 4, and we're on our 4th QB by the bowl game, right? Like, we got our defense revamped. We've brought in a new offensive coordinator that hopefully has like a less than master's degree required offense to learn. And I think we've got another year of Wegman in the system, right? Or at least in the program. So I think there's a chance for Wegman to take that next step. This is obviously a huge year for him, but 20 is the right spot, right? We don't want to enter in the top 10. I'll talk about how that shapes up for our schedule when we get into the full season, but I've got some thoughts on that.
Are we fully committing to just saying Wegman's name wrong for the rest of this podcast?
Was it Wegman? I kind of
it's supposed to be Wigman, but I like saying Wegman. That's how
Wegman's way better.
It's supposed to be Wig.
I think he should just go by whatever we call him.
I can't remember how they pronounce it, but for those that have NCAA 25, they say it like terribly in the game. I can't remember how they pronounce it.
Wegman.
It's horrible.
Let's just decide right now.
Just to clarify, it is Wigman.
Yeah, it is Wigman. But let's decide right now what we're gonna call him. Like, are we gonna try to correct that, or are we just gonna ride?
I feel like it's more Jewish if I say Wegman. So I'm gonna lean into that. It's just my culture, so respect it.
Okay, so we're just gonna roll with it. It sounds like. Also, that reminded me, Shrek. have y'all seen the videos of the Madden announcer lady, whatever her
Kate
name
Scott?
is? What's her name?
Kate
Yeah.
Scott.
Yes, Kate Scott. Oh my God. Like, those are just commercials for me not to buy Madden.
Dude, that is a brutal pull if you're going online head to head, I will say.
Jesus Christ.
Yet still better than RG3 and his croissant. So
Yeah. He got that like 3 inches deep at least.
Yeah, that's AgJack's neighbor. Watch how you talk, bro.
Yeah, I found that out this week. All right, cool. Well, let's keep going. So we're gonna talk about everything. Just try to preview the entire season. We'll go offense, we'll go defense, we'll go predictions. We've been hearing some stuff in practice. Obviously, we've got Coach Clete here to break down the X's and O's and some of the things that he can help us expect with Elko coming up. So let's start with the offense. Obviously, coming in this season, that's kind of like our weak unit, obviously. Elko's kind of defensive minded. They didn't perform last year. Offensive line struggled. Obviously, quarterbacks got injured. What do y'all think coming into this year?
dude, the self-induced amnesia that I had was crazy. Like, I completely forgot we went 5-7 until Billy said it like a couple minutes ago. Like, I just flushed that shit out, pretend it didn't happen. But just to stick to the last names real quick, are we going to go with Busey or Bussy?
Bussy.
Bussy.
Oh, it's Bussy.
Bussy.
No, Bussy.
No, it is Busey. It is Busey. But
Is it?
I kind of like Bussy.
Can we go Badussy?
Give me that Bussy.
Maybe that's our thing is we just say everyone's name wrong throughout the life of the podcast. So let's talk about it then. So I'm going to read a tweet, and this tweet got me absolutely rock hard the other day. I've been trying to stay away from the hype, trying not to make myself vulnerable, but a couple things I saw last week just really got me going. So this one's from Aggie Poot. He said, scrimmage notes. Multiple starters held out for positional battle reasons. Scourton, Stewart, Turner, Chappelle, Noah Thomas, Moss, and York. Bussy was our best offensive player. Wegman is dealing. Jade head tap on D. Ricks. Blah, blah, blah. Ran well. There's another tweet here. Pretty exciting stuff said about what happened offensively today. I think the ultimate proof is if you give Connor time, he's going to murder people. So just some stuff like that, some stuff from our sources. If our offense is worth half of a shit this year, we already know that the defense is going to be taken care of and they're going to be very good to elite. So if we get any type of production out of the offense, it's coming, bro. And it sounds like Terry Bussy might be our guy.
I think that's where Colin Klein comes in. I mean, Wegman said himself he's excited about points, dude. That tweet alone, too, made me nut. But to say the least, if offense is putting up points, Ruben Owen loss is going to hurt for sure. But if we're putting up points and Connor Wegman's actually dealing, dude, defense is going to show up every day, in and out. That is the Elko promise.
Yeah, I think just for on the offense, from just kind of what my thoughts are, so like Elko, yeah, he's known to be a defensive guy, but just from me being with him at Duke, he never was biased necessarily to one side. Yeah, he's a genius on the defensive side, but that also helps him with how to expose different offenses. And another piece of that is Adam Cushing. If you watched any Duke game last year, you saw how tough and just great those guys played on the offensive line. And so I think that, yes, while last year and the past couple of years, O-line's been a bit of an issue, I think that Cushing will get those guys going on top of Klein's kind of modern day approach to offensive football. I think that that's going to be a good combo with him and Elko kind of working hand in hand and working with each other. Like, hey, how can ultimately, like, they're playing against each other at practice and in these scrimmages. And so they're working to, how can, what are our weaknesses? What are our strengths on defense and offense to kind of, I think that them working together and having that new modern day approach is going to be a big change that a lot of A&M fans are going to love to see. And then, I mean, that's the story of it. I mean, everything's going to ride through the O-line, and Wegman or Wigman, however we're saying that.
Piggybacking off that,
Right.
I don't know if you saw that tweet, going back to the coaching, but it was talking about Layden Robinson on the Patriots and how he's basically been a perfect offensive lineman all preseason.
That's how fucking bad our last coaching stuff.
That's what I mean. It's insane, So I wholeheartedly believe you, Clete, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I mean, ultimately, I think the whole team, what we're going to get is we're not going to have that just, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but just that, that feeling that you got when we went out on offense the past few years was just kind of what's going on. You saw the same kind of stuff. We're not going to see that. It's going to be just a new A&M team coming out. And I think obviously it's obvious with the new head coach, but just being with Elko, seeing how he operates, it's going to be a whole new level of toughness and grit and just everything you're going to want to see.
For me, it's just protect the quarterback and run the ball a little bit, and everything else will fall into place. If we have that type of defense, then in that type of quarterback, we should be okay.
This was supposed to go immediately after Clete's statement, but I'm horny. It's coming back, baby. I'm ready. I want to get one of those run the damn ball hats and just pull up, dude. It's time to establish some offense, and please God, just let the offensive line. I don't care. There's going to be mistakes, and it seems like we've got some new faces there, but let's play with some sack, and hopefully we can establish the run, because it was clear that we were just going to drop back and pass it, even with our fourth QB, right? It's let's make it feasible for college guys to go out there and run this offense and make plays.
Yeah, it's going to be multiple. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be everything that we want to see. What I think.
So, question: is Connor going to surprise everybody and be like a mobile guy this year, like a dual threat?
That was going to be apparently. I don't think it's bold enough for my bold predictions, but I think Connor runs for 500 yards this year.
I don't think
that's kind of what Jay Sternberger said when we had him on. He was you got to let him be a controlled version of reckless. If you try to keep him inside the pocket and be a true pro style quarterback, you're going to be limiting his capacity. So
that's Riley Leonard, who was at Duke, but I mean now at Notre Dame. It's kind of the same deal. Was hey, he's reckless. He can run with the best of them, but you kind of just have to, like you said, it's a controlled recklessness kind of deal. Just let the gunslinger be the gunslinger.
Cowdog, do you have a take before I move to this next part?
I'm all for running the ball, baby.
Perfect. All right, let's go offensive MVP from everybody in the group. All
First
right.
pick.
Go ahead.
Let daddy go here now, boy. It's going to be Noah Thomas in the red zone. He's going to be an absolute animal. The dude has size for days. He's ready. He's primed. I saw what I needed to see last year. Chris Marshall without the character concerns. Absolute demon. He's ready to cook this year.
Love that pick, Billy. You know ball this year, bro. A lot of good takes so far.
Are you done blazing? Do you want to pick one?
Oh, it's me? Oh
yeah.
Sorry.
It's not a draft. It's just we're going. We're just going.
All right. Yeah. No. For me, I'm gonna go with Le'Veon Moss, bro. If NCAA's taught me anything, is that man's gonna separate himself from the pack. He's gonna be the lead back. Just give him the ball, watch what he do with it, bro. It's gonna be that type of year, in my opinion.
You're drinking the CFB Kool-Aid for sure. He's a monster in that game, but we need to see it. We need to see it.
Really quick before we move on, do we discuss the rumors about Ruben? That are we going to?
Let's do it right after this, just so we stay on topic. But I'm down. Let's come back to that. I'm gonna just. I mean, I want to do something splashy here, but I don't think there's a real reason to. I think we have the best quarterback in the SEC, possibly the best quarterback in the country going into the draft. There's a potential that if Connor Wegman plays the entire season, that he could be the number one pick in the NFL draft coming up. Because right now, you look at mock drafts, you see the list of quarterbacks on there. You're like, these fucking guys, really? And Connor's probably like 8th or 9th, whatever on whatever, regular list. And that's just because people haven't seen him play enough. I think if you keep him upright, he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL or in college football.
It was a Panther pick for sure, but I agree with you.
I mean, someone had to take him.
I mean, yeah, obviously somebody has to take Wegman. Give me Ja'Day Walker, bro. Kind of a dark horse. Dark horse the way he showed up last year. Dude can dance. Dude can play ball. I don't see why he's not the MVP this year.
Best celebration in sports last year for sure. That guy started a wave.
All right. I guess I'll go defense since everybody's picking offense.
Hold on. This is offensive MVP, cow dog.
Oh, fuck. Then give me Moose Muhammad.
Give the man his sleeves. Watch
Dude,
what he
I saw
does.
I saw the replay of that crazy catch he made in whatever game that was at the end of the season where he like caught it one-handed, twisted around, like hurdled an entire person. And I was like, how did that fucking happen? Like, we were so apathetic at that point in the season that it was kind of like it took away from it a little bit. But it's like, holy shit, dude, that was nuts. Like, he has so much talent, and if someone uses him right, he could be the fucking guy. So I like that a lot, Cowdog.
Yeah, I had Le'Veon Moss and Noah Thomas both on my short list. I'll go with a big splash one that there's already rumors of him being on offense. I'll go with Bussy. Boosie, whatever y'all want to call him.
Lil Boosie could be his name. We could be going with that.
We could. Yeah, you've heard the rumors. I think he's the new Anais.
That would be sick. I hope that he would be just way better. No disrespect to Anais, but I hope he would just be way better right off the bat. He could be.
Bro, Anais was a dog. What are you saying? Like,
but no, I'm saying like this guy is like Heisman candidate next year. Like top 5 odds for Heisman next year.
All right, relax. Let's let him play one snap before.
I'm just saying that's what I hope it's going to
just
be.
down a notch a little bit.
We don't even know what position he's fucking playing.
That's what I'm saying.
He could be a
Heisman favorite.
Yeah, he could be a Travis Hunter ish.
Oh my god,
that'd be kind of wild.
What if we had one of them?
Yeah.
Let's see a picture of his girlfriend. If she's as mid as Travis Hunter's girlfriend, there's a chance.
All right, I was going to say dark horse to be a monster on offense, but I think we just like covered the entire offense. So
I have a
so
dark horse
offensive
for you.
lineman. I thought somebody would go
once
trench.
he comes back. Donovan Green once he comes back.
Donovan Green.
I have one until then. I'm going dark horse Trey Watson, transfer tight end from Fresno. Okay. He is 6'5", 250. Okay, my thought is until Donovan Green gets his feet underneath him, he's going to be a primary guy. He's going to have catches and all that. I think it'll be a big piece of the Notre Dame game, but also I think he'll be able to help out O-line a little bit as they're kind of getting into a new scheme. I think that's a dark horse offensive guy just to look out for.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk defense. So obviously the strong suit of a Mike Elko team, it really sounds like they're going to be elite. Like there was one of the defensive backs was on Texags the other day talking about how if you're not on top of all of your shit and if you fuck up at all, you are not going to be starting on defense. You're not going to see the field even in practice and get reps. That's the machine that Elko runs, and they're all bought into it. And they're a unit, dude. They're a unit. And I know that Clete's seen this firsthand. I'm super excited for it. I mean, do you guys think that there's a chance that this defense isn't like at least significantly above average?
Our pass rushers are elite.
Yeah, front four is going to be amazing. But Clete, I do have a question from your perspective. Do you think? I mean, obviously, busting coverages happen. I mean, that's just football. But like, do you think we'll really limit the idea of just getting fucking toasted? Like, it drives me nuts. We were playing Bama and just watching our corner turn into burnt toast immediately. Like,
yeah, I think we got dudes. I mean, you listen to any Texags podcast or just even look at our depth. We have extreme depth, and they're proven guys, whether they've been transferred or just highly rated recruits, which doesn't always pan out. But I guess the short answer is yeah. I mean, I think we have the guys to hang with those elite wide receivers. elite offensive guys. But like you said, busts happen. That some of that stuff is, hey, like, you miss an assignment that leads to a 60-yard dig and go touchdown from Jalen Waddle or whoever the heck that guy, whoever beat us on that play when we played at Bama. But yeah, I think we have the dudes to do it. It's just going to be ultimately how well can we execute the plays, because that Elko's going to dial it up, or at least have them ready.
Just one key stat to summarize what we're getting in our young GOAT, Mike Elko. He comes into Duke, takes over that squad. 2023, best defense in the ACC, averaging 19 points a game given up. That's a dog. That's a demon, bro. I'm just saying, A&M, you look at we had a absolutely dog shit offense where teams are running the ball, running clock against us, and we're giving up 22, 23 points a game. So that's what I'm looking forward to see, is like, it's a lot of that. And we had 10x the talent that Duke had at their program. So just keep that in mind, right? That we're getting to maximize the talent, hopefully, that we got here.
Yeah, biggest example, Appalachian State. Like, you have all that talent, you're letting them run for 400 yards on you at home. It was just like, we're not going to have a game like that under Elko. I can't see that being the case. But get back to that front four we were talking about. So Shamar Stewart predicted that he would have 15 sacks this season, very confidently, and I believe him. And I think that he's not even the best defensive end on this team. So Nick Scourton is already what are you doing right now? America.
Nick Scourton? We are fucking up everybody's
I think that's the point. I thought that was actually on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think he was genuine. I'm not.
No, it was for sure on purpose. But someone else should say his name so that the listeners
Nick
know
Scourton,
how to pronounce
bro.
it.
Scourton.
Oh yeah, no. Like I'm glad that Cowdog knows how to pronounce his name now.
Is it not Scruton?
Oh, it's not Scranton?
Nick Scranton.
Regardless, he's fucking raw, and it's going to be great. Like, I think that front four is just going to make life hell for every offense that we play, and they're going to create a lot of turnovers.
Yeah,
that's actually impressive take from you, AgJack, to call out the best transfer that we got, and like the far and away best defender in the Big Ten as like a good player. So
we're just previewing the fucking season. You want me to go deeper on this take? That front seven negates how bad our secondary is, because they're just going to
the best edge rusher in the country. People, not even.
You're about to get cooked in our defensive MVPs discussion. But go ahead, continue. I mean, I think Shamar's point was Nick is going to be eating all those double teams, that he's going to go off and have 15 sacks because he's going one-on-one every play.
Sure,
love that.
Dude, somebody who I think is underrated going in for defensive MVP. Bryce Anderson. Like, dude, super intelligent, can make plays, always fills a gap when he needs to, doesn't get burned that much. Defensive mind like Elko takes and molds the young mind, you know what I'm saying?
This
out
podcast
of context, that sounds so sus, bro.
Really,
since there's 6 of us here, everyone list a player that they think is going to be good, and we're going to list half the players on the defense.
I'm going Tori on York shotgun. I get that one.
I had Bryce Anderson as my pick, and I don't think he played for Elko at any point, but I just feel like he's a great fit for the scheme. I think he was.
Wait, so right? Are you saying that Bryce is going to be MVP this year, upcoming?
Let's not in any way misconstrue this for Bryce Young. It's just, let's be clear.
I was just asking if you are confirming that Bryce is going to be MVP this year for you.
I was going to put Bryce Anderson at the top of my list, but instead, I'm just going to go with my dog. I'm trying to decide between the Shamars.
Just shut up.
Go Shamar Turner.
It'll delete the silence, dude.
I'm going to go Shamar Turner. That's my guy. I think our defensive front's going to eat. Again, I think the matchups are a big play there, and let's see him go big, bro.
Damn, genius pick, taking a good player as your MVP, dude. Nice.
I know that cut deep for you, but you got deep fried. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, you can go ahead and list me since you're typing on the doc now. Go ahead and go with York. You know, piggybacking off of Tom Mag, that guy definitely knows how to stuff a hole. He really fills up the gaps. He's going to be flying around the field. I think he's going to come out as a field general, bro. He's going to take over.
I feel like we have to make Clete go last for all of these, just to make him work, make him get.
I mean, Torian York, just dog, absolute dog.
I don't know why, but I feel like everyone knew he was a dog coming in. Like he was still a 3-star recruit, but there was so much hype. Maybe it was just we hadn't signed a linebacker recruit since Nam, but like it's just felt like a big signing.
I think it was one of those things when he showed up on campus, he was just different from every other freshman.
Built different.
Who's up?
Give me Albert Regis, bro.
You already picked.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, you going Bryce?
All right, yeah.
Bryce.
Yeah, give me Bryce Anderson, dude.
All right, we're
no joke.
locking.
That is my pick. No
right.
doubt.
Go ahead.
We're locking Tom down for Bryce as MVP.
All right. I'll pick Nick Crouton on the defensive line.
Shit, bro.
Might as well come up with something good for him. Crouton
Yeah.
will play better.
For sure. So the player that I'm going to pick, he's a good one. He's a really good player that plays football for Texas A&M on defense. And his name is...
Bro doesn't know ball. That's crazy.
His name is coming. Just give me...
Bro, you got so many options still.
Yeah, there's actually some
dogs still on defense.
On the D
Yeah,
line.
I know. I was just like setting it up.
I know it cuts out
I
the silence.
does not know ball, bro.
Yep. Hey, AgJack, we're gonna put you down for Damian Sanford.
No, I don't want Damian Sanders.
Linebacking.
See, I was going to take Scooby, but I feel like Scooby's not that good.
Great thing to say, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Scooby is a cool name.
I'm going to go Shamar. Which Shamar did you take?
I took Shamar Turner.
All right, I'm taking Shamar Stewart.
All right, just move on from this. Just go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. All right. Jack pick Shamar Stewart. Clete, take us home, please.
I'm an offensive coordinator, bro.
All right. I had one standalone defensive MVP, and it was Nick Scorden. I know he's already been picked. So Nick Scorden? Scorden? Crouton? Whatever you said?
I'd never heard that.
No, I mean, he's led the Big Ten in sacks at Purdue, which is in itself impressive. But reminds me of Marv Leal. So I'll go with my dark horses, and that can kind of be my pick. But Dalton Brooks is sophomore safety. You saw him play a little bit of nickel last year. Had a pick in the bowl game. You saw him flash a little bit. You can see him. He's the first guy down and kickoff. Last year and stuff like that. So I've heard good things about him. I know there's a lot of competition in the safety room, but you can put him down as my MVP. Also, dark horse. You actually said it earlier, Tom Ag, was Albert Regis. I think he's going to be a great run stopper. Holding up the line. Guy's 6'2", 310. Big body. You saw him. He blocked a couple of field goals last year.
He's been a dog since Arkansas last year.
Yeah, he flies under the radar, but I think he's going to be dark horse MVP, whatever you want to call him. He's going to be a big impact guy for us. Just because, you can't double team everybody. And I think we'll get a lot of – yeah.
Wait, is that what coaches look for, is like first man down the field on like a kickoff?
It's definitely not something you don't overlook. Showing effort. He's fast. There's a lot to be said about it. He's just a great athlete. So, Dalton Brooks, book it. Albert Regis, dark horse.
I'm going dark horse Scooby Williams. Everyone's down on my boy Scooby. All these people in the media are talking shit. He wears number 0. He transferred from Florida, and his name is Scooby. There's got to be something there.
Least ball knowledge possible.
Yeah, it's actually insane.
Like you clearly just Googled that, but go ahead. All right.
Someone we're not talking about is Tyreek Chappelle.
I was going to say that. You said the nickelback earlier, but I feel like Chappelle's going to step into that role, right?
He can't. I mean, he can. I mean, you hear, Bryce, Chappelle. I mean, like I said, that safety cornerback room is loaded, and I know there's a lot of competition going on there. But Chappelle, don't sleep on him either.
I just want
3
to
interceptions as a freshman,
go
bro.
back.
Don't sleep on that.
Coach Clete knows ball, certified ball knower. AgJack out here saying D line's gonna make up for our weak secondary. Come on, bro.
We've had a good D line for a while. Just
They're better.
Should be
Front
D line
seven.
you, realistically,
D line
at
you.
this point.
I'm saying front
Football's
seven.
an
You don't know ball. You couldn't name the front seven. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Didn't name the front seven. Let's keep going. All right. Predictions. Win-loss for the whole year. We're going to go across the board for every single game, guys. Starting with Notre Dame. And we're going to obviously do our predictions next week and get a little bit more in depth. And I'm so excited to talk about that game. But let's just do like very, very brief, just win-loss. We'll have some conversations maybe about why for the later games, but let's do this. All right. Who wants to go first? Notre Dame.
I'll drink Kool-Aid, bro. Yeah, I'll start that shit off. All these tweets about like the freshman linemen, they're not sure. Our first group of 5 might not be our next group of 5 in week 7. Like I feel like they're either like just playing the ultimate mindfuck game, or that shit's gonna be a golden corral, dude. Like the D line is gonna eat, bro. Like it's gonna be fucking ridiculous. They're gonna win us that game. Like it's gonna be one of those situations where like it's not gonna matter because they're just gonna keep on coming every single play.
God damn, this is getting sexual. No, let's talk about that next week. Let's talk about that more in depth next week. I love it. Like I have a very similar take, but let's just go win-loss. Cow dog.
A&M wins. Just throwing that out there.
Wait. Hold on.
Are we still picking Notre Dame?
Go every one person, rip the whole schedule.
Oh, rip the whole schedule.
I think so.
Yeah, one at a time.
I feel like that'll be.
Yeah, why not?
That way you can give a little insight. It's just going to be easier. Let's rip it.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Go ahead. Just do the whole schedule. Let's go.
Rip it.
Oh, you want me to
McNeese.
keep going?
McNeese.
All right. Well, fuck it. McNeese, that's going to be a walk in the park. I'm going to say we're going to cover like a 41-point spread.
All right. We're going to do 6 of these. So just rapid fire.
A&M 2-0 at Florida.
Florida.
We're going to get hit in the fucking mouth. It's going to be a disgusting game. We're going to pull off a win at the very fucking end, and it's going to be very, very dramatic fashion. A&M 3-0. Bowling Green at Texas A&M. Week 4, we win that out. Easy money. It's not going to be any bullshit anymore against bullshit teams. Arkansas versus Texas A&M. Week 5. We're daddy, bro. 5-0. No big deal. Missouri at Texas A&M. This, I think, is going to be a tough one. I think that we're going to be real confident. Missouri's actually a pretty good team this year. I think we get our first loss of the season against Missouri, 5-1. Then go straight into the bye week. A lot of fun football to watch. UT versus OU, Oregon, Ohio State. To be nice,
I said fucking rapid fire. Get to the next
rapid
game.
fire. Damn. All right. Texas A&M and Mississippi State. What's that? Our 7th game. So we can go into number 7 there. We beat the shit out of the Cowbells. Easy money. 6-1. LSU at Texas A&M. Keep it going. 7-1. No problem. Get rid of that fucking guy that calls us the Goobs because it's the most idiotic thing I've ever fucking read. Texas A&M and South Carolina. That's going to be harder than we think. We'll win it. 8-1. New Mexico State. 9-1. LSU's come. Exclamation mark according to the to the tag there. And then after that, we got at Auburn. I think Auburn will be a better team by then, but we win it, and then we win the Texas return to Kyle Field and finish off in glory, losing 1 game to fucking Missouri.
How did we miss the Texas game? Okay.
So Shrek just went with the clean 11-1.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it seems realistic. That's fair.
Jesus Christ, you were bottom.
I'm going
All
to
right,
go
who's
next,
up next?
and I'm going to go slightly faster. Actually, I'm not. So I don't think y'all are understanding. This is setting up to be the perfect, most storybook A&M season. Not, unfortunately, in a good way, just like in the most A&M fashion possible.
Oh no.
I'm going to talk you through it. We're ranked number 20. This is what I wanted to talk about for the ranking. We're ranked number 20. We're going to beat a good, not great Notre Dame team at home who's ranked number 7, right? We're jumping up. Okay, great. We beat them. Obviously, we smoke Bowling Green. Arkansas is our bitch. Oh, wait, I skipped. So,
McNeese.
yeah. So Notre Dame win. McNeese, obvious win. Florida, again, we go to Florida. We beat a decent Florida team, not a great Florida team. Smoke Bowling Green. Arkansas is our bitch. No big deal. Guess what that is? If anyone can do math, that is 5-0.
Classic.
Have we ever seen this before? Yes.
But we always play Alabama though next week.
It doesn't matter. We're going to be top 5 going into that Missouri game, and we get smoked. We get absolutely cooked. And it's just perfectly set up, unfortunately, for that to happen. Going to the bye week, I also think we beat Mississippi State, but I think we lose to LSU at home. Beat South Carolina, beat New Mexico State. I think we lose to Auburn. Yeah, I think we lose to Auburn, and then we beat Texas.
All right, so that is a clean 9-3.
I'm just gonna flip. Let me flip the South Carolina Auburn games. I want loss to South Carolina, beat
That's
Auburn.
interesting, dude. That's actually interesting.
Yeah,
Way
back-to-back.
more realistic than 11-1.
Yes, naturally. I'm
Yeah.
the GOAT. I know ball.
All right,
But the main thing to
No,
call
no,
out,
no.
right? We beat Notre Dame, we beat Florida, we beat Texas. Fuck everything else. Whatever.
No, fuck you, AgJack. I'm going next. Notre Dame at A&M, that's going to be a win. Notre Dame sucks this year. We've heard all about their offensive line. McNeese State at Texas A&M, don't even know why I'm talking about it. Expect a blowout. Texas A&M at Florida, it's going to be tough. It's going to be the first away game of the season, pretty much. I think we get out with a one-possession win. Bowling Green, Texas A&M, same deal. Expect a blowout. Arkansas, Texas A&M, we fucking own them. What you're missing about Missouri is how many one-possession wins they actually had. I think it was like 8 last year. They got a tough defense. They have a stout offense. Like, I don't think we're going to lose to Missouri. I think the losses are going to come to South Carolina and Auburn this year. But keeping up with the schedule, Missouri, easy win. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with their offense. Mississippi State versus A&M versus LSU. I think we're probably going to win that game by one possession again. At Mississippi State, easy. At South Carolina, I think we dropped that one just because it's a bad day.
You missed LSU.
What's up?
You missed LSU.
No, I said we're going to win that game by one possession.
Oh, I thought you
You
went
just
out
put
of
it before
order.
Mississippi State. All right, it's fine. Keep
Oh,
going.
okay.
Oh, yeah, my bad. New Mexico State, again, expect a blowout. At Auburn, I think we lose that game. That's a tough environment to go into play. Again, I think we lose that game. So going into Texas, I don't think those like bitches over there want it as bad as we do. So I'm going to say we win that game, and I'm going to say we win that game by multiple possessions. They're not going to expect what to expect. So 10-2, call it here.
We are wildly optimistic over here on the Kyle Ave podcast.
That was such an elite line to finish that on. They're not going to expect what to expect. I beat that. That's unbelievable.
Cowdog, Clete.
I'll go. I'll say I think we're gonna beat Notre Dame because I'll kill myself if they lose. I hate Notre Dame. McNeese will win. Florida, I think we take the L in the swamp. New coach, new system, yada yada yada. Bowling Green, we win. We'll beat Arkansas. I think we beat Missouri. I think we're gonna lose to Mississippi State. We're gonna lose to LSU. We'll beat South Carolina. We'll beat New Mexico. I think we'll probably beat Auburn and Texas. So.
No one has been lower than 9-3. Will Clete break the mold here?
I think Auburn stinks.
Yeah, Auburn
I don't think so. All right. You ready for me?
Oh, he's going to do it to him.
Yes, Daddy.
All right, Notre Dame, my lock of the year. No Elko coming into the season. He has a whole year to prep for him, off-season prep for him. He is going to just play mind games with Riley Leonard. He's the only way that Riley Leonard's the only way that they'll beat us. I can come on next week to talk more in depth because I have a whole lot to say about it.
Okay, wait, time out. Coach Clete's lock of the year last year was Duke over Clemson.
Yep.
Absolute GOAT. I faded him. That was stupid.
I made money off
That's
that
on
shit.
me, bro.
Yep.
But let's just say, let's ride this year. Come on.
There's a
Telling you, I
double
mean,
bucket after
the
Shoeshone
line,
faded.
the line's moved 3.5 points in our direction. Started out Notre Dame -1, now it's A&M -2.5.
Let's go.
So
I didn't even know that.
Vegas is seeing our D line versus our O line. First signature win by Elko. Okay, McNeese, we all know that's a win. Okay, Florida. Here's the thing about Florida. I have us losing against Florida, and let me tell you why. Okay, this is a must-win for Florida with a gauntlet schedule, probably the hardest schedule in all of the history of college football coming down the road for them. It's our first road test of the year. Swamp's legit. I think that is one that is going to be something that we can build off of. One of those rebound losses that will end up being a good thing. Okay, quote unquote. Bowling Green home win. Okay, Arkansas. It's always tough. Elko's familiar with this. It's technically a road game, but it has that home feel. I think this is where we kind of learn how to win on the road. So, dub against Arkansas. Missouri, I have us losing against Missouri. Very dynamic offense. Okay, this is where we have questions. We have questions in the about our secondary. You know, maybe we figure it out by then. Hopefully, like I said, we have a lot of depth, a lot of talented players. I just have a really bad feeling about this one. I think it's close, and they have basically a cupcake schedule before coming into Kyle Field. That gets us to the bye week at 4-2. Okay. Entering the second little portion in between the next bye week, we have Mississippi State away. Okay, it's a trap game. It always is. I think this is a bounce back from Mizzou, a week to prep for it. We're not going to lose to Mississippi State. Got to win there. LSU, we're back at home. Okay, LSU's coming off of a back-to-back road games. Okay, Arkansas, and then they're going to be on the road at A&M. Before Arkansas, they're playing Ole Miss. So they have, 3 hard SEC games before they come to Kyle Field. I think this is the second signature win in the Elko era. And then that brings us to South Carolina. Okay, I also have us winning this game. Okay,
Sheesh.
It's the second trap game. Okay, and they also have a gauntlet before playing us. The only thing that makes this a little bit scary is that you're coming off a bye before they play us. They have Ole Miss, Alabama, at Oklahoma, bye week, and then A&M. I think it's a tough place to play. I think it's sweaty until about halftime, and I think third quarter on we kind of run away with it, double-digit win. Okay, now we're into the bye week, second bye week. Okay, what am I at right now?
You're at New Mexico State.
No. I'm saying I guess overall 2 losses. Okay,
2 losses.
New Mexico State win. Auburn, I haven't been able to decide since you told me we were going to talk about this. I can't decide which one this one's going to be, a win or loss. It's a way bigger game than we think. With it being, no one wants to hear this, but the little brother bowl. We both play.
Why are you saying that out loud?
Hey, I'm just saying. Okay, we both play. They play Bama the next week. We play Texas. Okay, it's a big game, and weird things happen in Jordan Hare.
We low key dominate them in Jordan Hare.
We fucked them up.
Yeah. I'm going to give us a win just because I'm optimistic, and I'm doing this whole schedule prediction based off of everybody's healthy the whole year. So, got to dub at Auburn, and
They
then
suck.
yeah, I don't think they're good. It's that Jordan Hare, crazy stuff happens there, man. And then Texas, I can't say we're going to lose that game. So,
Right.
dub.
Dude,
10-2. And I think that's realistic. That's how I used to break this out whenever, I'd go into a season. It was look at the bye weeks. Where do we need to be after this group of games, this group of games, this group of games, and kind of section it out like that. And I'm not going to say I was completely accurate with everything, but I think that's very realistic because
All right,
we're not going to see the. I don't think we're going to see the go on the road and just look like a totally different team.
Right.
And I don't think we're losing those Mississippi State, South Carolina.
It will be more prepared going into these games.
Exactly.
That's what it feels like.
Yep.
For sure.
So,
all right, I'll finish this off. We're all like in the same boat here, right? We don't want to we have the pride factor. We don't want to say we're not as good as one of these teams on this list. No one's going to say we're going to lose to UT. We're probably being a little optimistic here, but we're just going to ride with it. So I'm going win against Notre Dame, win against McNeese. I think we go to Florida and lose. I'm with Cowdog and Clete. I think that's a tough early season game at the Swamp. We're figuring our shit out. Maybe we just have a bad day. Bowling Green, win. Arkansas, I'm going to say we lose. I'm going to say we're due for a loss there, and it could be a season turner. Now, I'm going to throw a little wrench in. This is exactly when our quarterback always gets injured with Jimbo. So let's do a Jimbo season versus what we think Elko could be season. Elko season is going to be beat Missouri. We come back with our hair on fire. We're ready to roll. And that's a game where it's like Missouri's ranked super highly. We just lost to Arkansas. People are down on us, and we stomp their shit in. And people are like, okay, they're legit. Then we go beat Mississippi State, destroy our demons of playing at Mississippi State with the cowbell bullshit. Beat LSU at home, which is another thing where it's like, holy shit, these guys are legit. Then we go to at South Carolina, we lose because we're sleepwalking. We're full of ourselves. Refocus. Then beat the shit out of New Mexico State. Get right game. Then go to Auburn. They're trash. We beat them. Huge game against UT, the biggest game in Kyle Field history. We beat them. That's the Elko season. We finish 9-3. This is the Jimbo season.
You have a Jimbo
I'm just saying, this is the Jimbo season from the point where we're 3-2 coming out of Arkansas. Quarterback just got hurt. Then we lose to Missouri. Then we lose to Mississippi State. Then we lose to LSU. Then we lose to South Carolina. Then we beat New Mexico State. Then we lose to Auburn and UT. Damn. So that season would be...
Is that 5-7?
Maybe 4-8. That's the difference. That's how it feels.
I feel like the big thing to notice is 9-3, 10-2 with the right wins, right losses can get you to the playoff this year.
Absolutely.
Right? There's a chance. I don't see a world where we play in the SEC championship game and win. I think we have a much better shot at getting into the playoff from the at-large perspective, much more than any championship game would get us into the playoff, right? SEC championship game, you're probably playing Georgia, Alabama. After, God knows if you're 11-1, right? 12-0 at that point, you're probably not going to beat Georgia unless you're truly powerhouse built for the moment, right? That just, to me, seems risky of I'd rather be 11-1 scrapping and we didn't make that SEC championship, but hey, we're going to we'll find our way into that large piece.
I think a big thing to note here is just looking at the season top to bottom is that we have all 4 big games at home. So we have the Notre Dame, Missouri, LSU, and Texas all at home. And I guess why I'm so positive about it is that I don't think that we're going to have that, barring any crazy injuries with the quarterback, we're not going to go on the road and just have one of those dud games. And even if we do, it's going to look a lot different than what we've seen. And so that's why I'm kind of high on the season overall, just because I know Elko, know how he operates, and just look at what he did at Duke. Dude, if Riley Leonard doesn't get hurt in the FSU game, I mean, who knows?
So if we look at it big picture, average us all together, we're probably looking at 10-2 as our 2024 prediction, which puts us right in the category with all the Texas fans who are saying 10-2 at worst. But it's fine. What do we think? 10-2, make the playoff. Are we hosting a playoff game? I think we are in that scenario.
No. In the SEC, no. Georgia's going 12-0, bro.
Yeah, but they get a bye. Oh, don't tell me you don't know ball.
Okay. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
So 10-2, make the playoff. I'm writing this in so we can laugh at it later.
We're We're not.
I think
hosting
if
them.
realistically, if you're in the top 5 teams at the SEC, there's a real good chance you're going to make the playoffs. I mean, there's a good high chance there'll be 4
Yep.
teams from the SEC in there. It'll be hard to.
Yeah, I'd say you at least have to be top 4. I don't think that, because then it would be like 5 from us, 5 from the Big Ten or something, and then it's like, what's the whole point of the playoffs?
No,
after?
there's the 4 auto bids too. Or yeah, I don't see 4 SEC teams making it.
What?
I don't.
4 or 5 is what I think. Like,
I'm-
no
I don't see
doubt.
them
I'm with
doing
Ag-
that.
Yeah, I'm with AgJack on that one. 4 or 5. I mean, the top. You're really your top 4 teams. Like the 2 teams in the SEC championship will obviously be in, and then
Well, if they're
the
both
2
like
runner-ups
undefeated or
will be
one loss
right up
teams.
there.
Yeah.
What?
If they're
If
both
your losses are
undefeated or
good,
one loss
they're
teams.
gonna pick a 9-3 team out of the SEC over a 9-3 team from any other conference.
Definitely.
What about a 12-0 Tulane?
Fuck.
They get their so there's one spot that's secured for like the best non-power 5 team, the highest ranked non-power 5 team.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying like there are gonna be teams out there that like will be making plays and making moves towards like, hey, we deserve this spot. I just think the first year when it's 12 teams, I don't think they're gonna go 4 for the SEC. I just don't see them doing it. But I mean, we'll see.
Well,
I
this
think-
was actually it was going to be a segment where we were going to explain this, the playoff format, so that people can remember exactly what's going on, because it is a little confusing. So it's the 4 highest ranked conference champions will be seeded 1 through 4 and receive a first round bye. The 5th conference champion, which there aren't even 5 conferences at this point because the Pac-12 has 2 teams. The 5th conference champion will be seated where it was ranked or at number 12 if it is outside the top 12 rankings. Non-conference champions ranked in the top 4 will be seated beginning at number 5. Because of this, the seeding 1 through 12 could look different than the final rankings. The 8 teams seeded 5 through 12 will play in a first round with the higher seeds hosting the lower seeds, either on campus or at other sites designated by the higher seeded institution, which that's really weird. I don't know about all that. Selection committee will assign the 4 highest ranked conference champions to playoff quarterfinals hosted by bowls. This will be done in consideration of historic bowl relationships, then in consideration of rankings. So we're just not going to remember this, and we're going to have like ESPN tell us every week leading up to it.
Basically, if Arkansas makes it, they're going to be playing all their games in Jerry World.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
We got to go back to it. The Clete was breaking it down for, this team's got a gauntlet schedule at SEC. This team's got a gauntlet schedule in SEC. Texas has Kentucky and Vanderbilt. Like, it's just unreal the shit that they pulled for them the first year. I'm a little worried they're going to come in fresher than we will at the end of the season. But again, I'm hoping the rivalry aspect gets us fired up enough where we can,
Yeah,
we're playing away at Auburn the week before. Like, you got to respect the. I mean, I don't even know who they played before. Hold on, let me see.
They are known to have like one of the easier schedules in the SEC this year, even with Georgia and Michigan on it.
Oh, they play Kentucky at home the week before. Sick.
Just to feed into the rivalry a little bit here. So they asked Justin Tucker kind of what he thought about now that A&M and Texas are playing again. And he basically put, I've always been a big supporter of the idea of teams playing each other ever since A&M departed for the SEC and Texas in the Big 12. I'm a believer in letting the teams play, the players play, the coaches coach, and let the chips fly. Everybody watching that game will be better for it because the experience is fantastic. It's just such a great storied rivalry. You're like, oh, look at this douche, right, taking the high road. You know he's obviously not going to take the fucking high road, so he says, I've been asked before if I care if this game is played again because I won't necessarily have the last laugh or bragging rights or anything like that. Like, I don't care about that. I just want to see great football being played between one great program and its little brother.
Justin Tucker's an opera singing
guy,
bitch.
dude. Yeah, he's a fucking kicker, dude. I'll beat the shit out of that guy.
He sings opera. I mean, let's leave it at that. Fuck Justin Tucker. Honestly, the Cowboys kickers can be better than Justin Tucker.
Dude, Aubrey's the real deal. I got his rookie
Big
card.
leg
Hold yourself.
Brandon.
It's just like so University of Texas to like be glazing, like, oh, we got the greatest kicker of all time. Like, okay, congrats. Randy Bullock exists, bro.
Fat Randy.
No, fuck Fat Randy, honestly.
All right, we are going to get into bold predictions. Just one bold prediction for the season. It can be anything.
Aggies going 10-2. Super bold right there.
Let's say Wegman wins the Heisman.
Wait, why are we laughing? Why are y'all fucking laughing?
Because before we started, I said specifically that's not a bold take. But it
How
is
is that
kind of
not a
bold.
bold take? What are you talking about?
It's bold.
What do you want to happen?
I don't know. Like, I just, be creative.
Okay. My bold take, Mike Elko, health transformation, loses 100 pounds.
Opposite of Jimbo.
Yeah, he actually ends up running on camera sub 6 second 40.
Oh yeah.
Bold take. Bold prediction.
Bold prediction: Texas will lose 5 games this year.
Woo, I like that one.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Got me squealing like a piggy.
What's
I
the
get to
over
do
under
the
on
big head.
Sark becoming an alcoholic again?
Ooh, damn. They'll crucify you for that on Twitter.
Bro, it's got to be like minus 220 at this point, right?
I mean, he
He
just got
already did
divorced.
get
I feel like the
divorced.
signs are there.
I wonder why. he
My-
got
did you even
divorced.
make that
My
prediction?
bold predictions that we break the single game sack record twice. Like we break it once and then they do it again.
What is the
Break
sack
again.
record?
I don't know. I bet it's something like insanely idiotic from 100.
It's probably like 19. All right.
Game in 1902.
Hawaii or some shit.
I'm going to say, kind of going with Clete here, but I'm going to say there's a scandal involving Steve Sarkisian, and he ends up being in a situation where he's in limbo towards the end of the year, and they're just completely in shambles, and he potentially has to get fired. And there's like a lot of back and forth about it, and it ruins the end of their season. And then going into the offseason, we're looking at, I don't know if Sarkisian's going to be there or not.
Love the Jewish media approach. Love it.
It's a leave of absence for him, and people are wondering why for like 2 weeks. Like, what's going on with Sarkisian? Like, and then there's rumors that he might be sick, he might have cancer, and then there's rumors that like, oh wait, no, he beat the shit out of his ex-wife, and we just don't know what's going to happen. We go into the season wondering, into the off season wondering.
What an insane fucking take. I fuck with it though.
Yeah, type all that up in the document.
Sarkisian scandal.
A little bit more than that,
Dude, some of these, I'm just trying to figure out the single game sack record.
It's
Some of
6.
these records are insane.
Yeah, they are.
Margin of victory in a single game, just guess.
Like
I'm going to
85.
say 98 points.
It's 100.
222 points.
Yeah, it was against Georgia Tech or something.
Georgia Tech
Cumberland, right?
trampled Cumberland Gap
Yeah.
222-0 in 1916.
That seems impossible just with time.
Dude, there's
Yeah,
6 touchdown passes in a single quarter, 1,000 yards
run.
offense in a game, and then the one record I could find is sacks by one player in a game is 7. So I'm assuming the
one
actual team
player
record
in
is,
one game?
yeah, I'm assuming the actual team record is a lot higher, but
Is Cumberland like a special needs school?
it's actually where you went to high school.
That was not funnier than what I said. Okay, let's keep going.
Also, Terrell Suggs holds the single season record with 24 sacks.
That makes sense. Suggs was a nightmare.
That doesn't seem that impressive though. Like,
Which is why we're going to break it twice, Billy. That's why.
Yeah, Billy, why don't you go to a game and get a sack and then tell me how difficult that is?
if they let me run a whole season at D-line, a whole season with our current D-line, I think I could maybe get 1 sack. In like
No,
bro, I'm
No way.
fuck
Dude, one of
no.
those offensive linemen would fucking grab you by the neck and just toss you fucking.
no, but like I'm not injury prone. There's no injuries happening. I can just run it full speed every time. I think I get one like he like scrambles into me. And I
You'd
make
quit
a play.
after a half. Guaranteed. All right, let's go. It's time. Everyone's been waiting ever since last year. Obviously, the crazy finish. Army, Navy, Tom and Billy going at it for last place in buckets. Tom pulled it out. And here we are again. We're resetting the records. We're going at it. Buckets of the Week brought to you by TBD is back. We are going
soon to be. They actually were the
It's
sponsor.
Layton's Bravo for now, right?
We've got hold on. Let's just set some background here. There's been so much hype, so many requests from sponsors to get in on Buckets of the Week based on Billy's performance, based on the TikToks. I mean, there's a lot to go into it. I'm just saying, if y'all aren't making money off this, you're sleeping. So
if you're making money off Billy, you're fading him. So last year, records, let's go. First place, me, obviously 10-3. Cowdog, second place. SEC Merchant,
buys
8-4.
betting app shit, or AgJack buys betting app shit. All of us, we are organic. We have our own spreadsheets. We operate. We create our own stuff. Or AgJack just pays for it.
I don't pay for anything.
You just gotta go off field. Just no ball.
all right, let him go.
Trek 6-6. Tom and Billy finished 5-9, which resulted in the tiebreaker game, Army Navy, where Tom pulled it out. Billy finished last and made some get ready with me videos on TikTok that you can go back and watch. He didn't finish making them though.
Hey, give me my flowers, bro. I had 2 games less than Tom and Billy. Still got 1 more. Cowdog had 2 games less and got 3 more wins. So give us our flowers, bro.
Realistically, I was chasing outright winners to get the 2 points. It was tough. The strategy wasn't there, and we'll be better next year. That's for sure. But I think the important thing to call out, right? While I did not complete the 7, there's still an outstanding debt to be paid by AgJack to Tom Ag with the Bryce Young over 4.5 wins. Supposed to go live on Instagram. So if y'all aren't already following the @AgKnocks Instagram, definitely do that. It's going to be big. We've got like the NPC streaming coming up, I think either the day of or the day before Notre Dame. So stay tuned.
I can't.
Yeah,
wait.
I'm down.
I'm excited.
1
I'll
hour.
never run away from a bet.
Ice cream so good.
1 hour feels like a long time.
That's literally what you're
that's your punishment, bro. You thought Bryce Young was the truth. Now you face no
I mean,
lies, boy.
Can we extend this out? Can we go double or nothing?
No.
What, you want under like 6.5 wins? Is that what you want? Because your life is over, bro. You're a Panthers fan.
What were the rules? So it's 2 points for money line. No,
you guys said it's pick a spread has to be. I think it's just the spread
on my picks.
Yeah, more than 3 points, I believe, was a spread.
for a money line. No,
For a
you had to
money
do. Yeah, for it to be the 2 points for the money line, you had to have more than a 3-point dog.
Like, y'all were restricting my picks towards the end because I was locking those SEC 2.5 lines.
I think we said more than 3 points at one point, though.
I thought it was 7, but I don't know.
I think we just got mad at everybody taking 3-point underdogs. I think we just got mad at that.
Let's say over 6.5 for the money line to be worth double.
4.
Yeah, 6.5 is crazy, bro.
4.5.
4.
3.5.
4.5.
That's so easy, Lerma. That's like a coin flip.
Okay,
Dude,
stop
if
it.
it's 2 ACC teams playing against each other, like 4.5 points, dude. Like that's literally a 1 possession game. Fuck off.
4.5.
4.5.
points.
Okay, over 4.5. You heard it here. Money line's worth double over 4.5. Clete's pick will carry over the whole season. So if he wins this pick, he might just be at 100% for the rest of the year, and then we'll have to figure out a playoff. And, well, he'll come back, obviously, but his picks are going to be worth a little more. All right, let's do it then. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
So we're going to add something to this year because this got very contentious last year and kind of tore us apart as a podcast. We're going to do an AgKnocks collective parlay where we all chip in together and we all place the same bet and we make money on it. And we're going to report on it. We're going to post the graphic every week. You guys can follow along and also place that parlay. We expect it to win every week as long as Billy doesn't fuck us and continue to lose.
Hey, I vote we do a contingency on this. You can only pick in the following week's parlay if you won the week prior.
Ooh.
No, dude, I don't like those odds.
Bro,
There's no
come
way.
on.
There's gonna be nobody picking week 2. Is this week 0 or week 1 that we're going?
Week 0.
0.
Lot less to choose from.
Yeah, there's like 3 games, I think.
You just parlay the 3 games. The ponies.
Oh, there's actually a decent amount. That's fine.
SMU's
see
going to
4,
cover that
bro. Am I
27 and
tripping?
a half. Just watch.
All right, well, I'm going to start then. I'm just going FSU -10. I think that everyone's going Georgia Tech. Haynes King's getting a lot of social media hype right now for whatever reason. He's still a floppy fish. I think FSU comes in, takes care of business. They were really good last year. They obviously got screwed out of the playoff. Ugagale really sucks. I don't think he's good, but veteran quarterback going into week 1, not going to hurt you. FSU -10.
Easy
I'll go
pick.
next. I got SMU -24.5 against Nevada. They're cooking. There's only 4 games, by the way, so I don't know how the hell we're gonna do this.
Yeah, I think we should include the following Thursday too.
No. Just do this.
week
The
here.
over-unders, if we agree on the picks, we agree on the picks. So this is what
If you're
it
getting
is.
SMU at 24, lock that in.
That's what I'm saying. I knew Cow Dog was gonna glaze me for that. That's what we need, baby.
Yeah, if you're getting that 24, I saw that line bumped up to like almost 28
They
points.
canceled the Hawaii game too. We're only gonna have 3 games.
Yeah,
to
they
pick
missed
from.
their flight.
Wait, it got canceled?
Delaware State missed their flight.
I know they
Wait,
missed
it
their
actually
flight. I
got
didn't know they
canceled,
canceled.
though?
That's what I was seeing earlier. Let me confirm
Yeah,
that before
sure,
I.
might be
You can't be just saying shit without
Minus
confirming.
39.5 was a lock for Hawaii. That's like I don't even know how many hours time difference. Like
Yeah,
8 hours.
All right, Clete, what's your pick?
All right, I'm doing FSU Georgia Tech first half under 28.5.
Ooh.
Is it sharp? Is
Just
there any reasoning to this, or just that's just the vibes you're feeling?
yeah, game in Ireland, first game of the year.
That shit's in Ireland?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's 4 touchdowns the first half, and I got some buddies at Georgia Tech. I think on the defensive side, I think they're gonna do it. They're gonna hold them.
Oh,
Hold
I
him low.
forgot Clete was a Haynes King guy. I'm sorry for disrespecting him in front
No,
of you.
I mean this is not this. They're not going to score points. There's not going to be 4 touchdowns scored in the first half.
Is
So that
Chase
was
Lane-
28 and a half.
is Chase
28 and a
Lane gonna play?
half, first half under. Book it. I like the under total 55, and I think the line's actually like I would probably fade you, AgJack, and take Georgia Tech, but with the moving down to 10, then I don't know about that.
I just don't understand why it is in Ireland. These are the 2 most random teams to be.
I
in Ireland.
totally agree with you. No idea.
Well,
I was
you
talking to this at work.
is Irish.
Okay. State. I mean, like the only thing I think is like, yeah, they like to party, so like let's send them to Ireland. But like genuinely, there's nothing that could like Georgia Tech is the most random school. It's just an ACC regular season game that they just threw in Ireland. I feel like something like there was another option that just fell through. I don't know.
Anyone else?
I'll jump on. I'm trying to find from these fucking stupid ass
Is
choices.
there another game? Or what's the third game?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with y'all ain't got big balls. We're gonna start out the season right. I'm gonna take New Mexico to fucking upset this shit. They're plus at 11.5 dogs, and we're gonna take a money line pick on that, dude.
Wait, hold on. Is this everybody's bucket or is this our
There's no
combined?
buckets.
Yeah,
This is a bucket.
yeah,
We're
this is a
doing
bucket,
the
bro. I
parlay.
just got a big dick, and y'all ain't got shit.
That's just the stupidest pick possible. You couldn't name one player or the coach for New Mexico.
I think they're the Lobos, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's
They
not. There's
They are. He is correct on that. He knows ball.
Lobos is a sick mascot.
Yeah, dude.
If we all have to take a pick, I'll lock in SMU. Give me SMU too. If
I already picked that.
Billy
You
is
can't.
minus 24
No.
and a half.
You
Get
can't.
that.
You can't do that, dude. I was gonna pick
I don't know
Nevada.
another
You know
game.
what, dude? I was gonna pick
Take, like,
Nevada.
an over. take the over under, or I don't know how many times your mom's gonna get clapped.
I don't know. Give me SMU minus 27 then.
Give
Wow,
me
he just
Nevada.
ran up
Dude.
You know what? Let's just give it to him out of
Sure.
how
I think it was like
hilarious
25 points. So
out of how hilarious it'll be if they win by 25 or 26. We should give it to him.
Tom.
I was gonna say, give me Nevada minus 27 now, thanks to Clay. But more so, Jerry Jones has this like toxic ass energy over the city of Dallas right now. Probably gonna carry over into the younger athletes. You know,
Nah, bro.
just saying
Nevada's
they're
quarterback-
overhyped. They just moved to the ACC. All their talent is recruited from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's no diversity of talent there. Give me Nevada, dude.
Do you lock that in, Tom Egg?
Yeah. Give me Nevada plus 27.
Damn it.
Like I said.
He shouldn't have said anything. He said minus.
That's why I was waiting for him to lock it in so I could be like, all right, the minus 27 Nevada it is, baby.
That would have been wild. I would have given you 4 points for that. All right. Cool. So I looked up why FSU and Georgia Tech is playing in Ireland. It says the original purpose of the game was to, I guess, connect like Catholics, certain Christianity, like Irish Christian schools back with the homeland. Is there an Irish or Catholic background with either of these teams?
I feel like Irish, everybody's like a little Irish, right? Even you Jewish boys.
What?
I don't
They're
think
both
that's a
public
true thing.
Colleges, unless like Boston College was supposed to play.
Boston College would make sense. They just like fucked up.
They
They're like,
did.
oh, it's the same color. Like
Yeah.
that should work.
Oh, actually, we can't get Boston College that week. They said no.
So, yeah,
Maybe
it's
Georgia
been
Tech.
in 2016, it was Boston College, Georgia Tech. 2020, it was Notre Dame, Navy.
That makes
2022, it was Nebraska, Illinois. And last year, it was Notre Dame, Navy again.
So again, all of those make sense except for
Yeah. This is a weird one.
for Florida State.
Well, I guess Georgia Tech
just
because they
expected.
played there before. Because they played against Boston College in
I guess
2016.
because
I don't
there's
know.
a lot of Irish in the Midwest.
Do you think there's just in the Midwest, dog? The Georgia Tech and Florida State, the Midwest?
Illinois, if they did the year before.
Guess what it is
Nebraska.
next year?
What?
Guess what it is next year?
Notre Dame Navy.
SMU goes.
It's
And
Iowa
Stanford.
State, Kansas State.
Actually, I could kind of see those both being like weird Catholic places. I
It's
don't
like
hate
talking ourselves into any school being
Just
able
like-
to go to Ireland.
that. Just like
Any
there's
public
nothing.
college is going to have a Catholic center.
Manhattan, Kansas feels like it would be a hotbed for Catholic people.
I agree with that.
Anyways, no
All right.
no disrespect to the Catholics out there.
Parlay? Yeah? 3 legs? Who's confident?
SMU
I think, dude,
minus
I think-
27.
I think we do
No.
24 and a half, but I do like the SMU pick.
I like FSU money line, but if you guys want to shoot it down, shoot it down.
I'll tail on that one with you. I'll vote on you with that one, AgJack. You can add that one in.
SMU or FSU money line?
Yep.
I feel like
Where's
that's a
that
quality
at?
pick. Probably like plus 400 or plus 375 or something like that. Or
No,
it's not. Florida State.
minus. Yeah, minus.
Minus.
Excuse me. Yeah.
It'd just be a little booster.
Yeah.
We got to have one like really solid, easy pick.
That's like essentially not even making a pick.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Bro,
what are we
in
doing,
a
minus
3-teamer,
400?
that's like an extra 20 to 40 bucks.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Nah.
We have to make these somewhat reasonable. They can't all be like
Yeah,
wild.
we want them to be winners, dude. We want them
I
to
was-
be.
It's week 0. Who cares?
Yeah, I just picked on New Mexico money line, Cowdog. Obviously, I don't give a fuck.
Like if we said Hawaii money line, then you could be like, why are we even doing this?
Okay, I like the first half under then for Georgia
Yep.
Tech,
Well,
Florida.
you already made your pick, douche.
I'm trying to help my boy Clete Norton out, boy.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Goddamn.
It
Coming
can
here to
be-
Coach Clete's house. Goddamn.
You just gotta make sure that we can place that in a parlay with everyone's book.
I mean, just like Upgrade your book. What do you mean?
Yeah, like what kind of question?
Gambling's
All right.
illegal in Texas.
Let's move on then.
It's soon to be available on one of our sportsbook partners.
Yeah.
See.
Does anyone want to explain the segment to the new knockers? Cringe Fest. Cringe Fest is back.
Billy?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that if y'all want. Fucking Cringe Fest, we're back. Basically, it's just what's the stupidest fucking thing you saw within the last 7 days since we'd last been together. Outside of that, it could be football related. It could be something that happened in the DNC. It could be something that just ruffles some feathers. Just as long as it's cringy as fuck, we accept it.
So this week, I'm bringing to the table the fact that there are rumors that they're going to move the Texas versus Texas A&M football game to NRG Stadium moving forward as a neutral site game.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, I would kill myself. What the fuck?
I mean, I feel like they're trying to be like, oh, like Texas OU is so sick because it's a neutral site, but it's just not. It's just not the same game at all.
No.
And like realistically, the Cotton Bowl is kind of a sick venue because it's been traditional, but like NRG Stadium, it's like, dude, there's a bowl game there that both Texas and Texas A&M have played in, like probably 7 out of the last 10 years. So would not be anything remotely exciting about that.
Agreed.
And they have the Texas, the state fair there. So it's just like an extra thing going on.
Yeah, like that is sick, but it's like, okay, that's it.
The state fair rocks, to be fair.
That we're agreeing with you.
Damn, CalDog thought he cooked on that one for sure.
Silence was loud.
I don't know, Clete, like how was it playing in neutral site games versus like, would you rather just have the home and home for the vibes?
Yeah, I'd rather have home and home. Just like
Yeah.
the Arkansas A&M game. Just it's fine. I mean, like Billy was saying, like the long-standing tradition neutral site games are cool, but don't try to force anything. Like A&M and Texas need to be home and home. Like why?
Absolutely.
Don't try to reinvent the wheel.
I mean, that's just going to be an amazing game every Thanksgiving weekend that people can look forward to under the lights in Austin and College Station. That's just going to be the back and forth we need to have. And if it's in a neutral site, it's just kind of like, okay. It'll be packed, like no doubt. Everyone will go. It's in Houston. It's just, it doesn't hit the same.
But imagine the hatred. Like, they're coming on to our fucking campus and expecting to win. Fuck them. No, there is a lost level of hatred in those rivalry games, except for the OU Texas game. That game's been going on for like 100 years now. But no, you lose everything that is about the hatred of the rivalry whenever you go to like a neutral site game, and it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, next segment. We have another segment for the new knockers. What's cooking this week? So this started as a segment where I would just say what I was cooking every week. But we're changing it up. So now it's going to be what's cooking as in like hot takes that we have, or if we're actually making some good food this upcoming week, then, we'll talk about that. So I'll be the person to, put me up on the cross for this. I don't really like the black jerseys that came out. Not a fan.
Again, AgJack with the hottest take of the century, just absolutely hating on the most mid jerseys we put out in years of just literally.
Everyone
black and
online
white
loves
text.
them. Everyone online loves them. I do really like the white helmets with the maroon face mask. I think those are fantastic. Black jerseys,
It just like I think our jerseys overall, it's like, okay, sure they're clean and classic, but like, dude, it's literally name and number. There's no type of there's no character, there's no passion, there's no aggression. For those that know soccer Twitter, that will probably hit. But
we don't.
okay, well, whatever. Someone will get it. But I'm just saying, like, let's get a little creativity in the room, boys. I think let's go back to a little. Give me a stripe on a sleeve. Let's be crazy. Let's go nuts.
What would you want, Billy, on a shirt or a jersey? Like,
Dude,
what's
give
your
me
ideal?
12. Give me the number on the undershirt. Why not?
Terrible.
See, I am a classic guy. I like our new unis. I don't want us to go back to the crazy like Manziel era of all the different Oregon-ish style jerseys.
Okay, let me just clarify though. So
Total
there's
boomer.
classic and then there's boring.
is.
Florida, Auburn are classic unis that are not boring. Alabama is a classic uniform that is terrible. It is the most boring. It's literally red.
Yeah.
Congrats. Like, okay, this does nothing for me. Florida, sick. Auburn, beautiful. It's like you got to find ways to use both colors in the uniform.
These do look like longest yard, like prisoner jerseys.
Mean machines. Mean machines.
So do we have
Not a
white
fan.
pants with that? Is that what the plan is, to wear white pants?
I
the black?
think so.
With the black?
I don't know. It's just like maroon doesn't go well with black, so I get why they went with like the silver and black. It kind of looks like the Raiders a little bit. It might look better when they wear them with everything and we see it in person, but I don't know. I wouldn't go out and buy one. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, these are gonna be sold out in 2 minutes." Like, okay, I don't know. Like, you have fun buying one of those.
I feel like they just geek out because it's a different color jersey more than that it's actually cool.
Dude, like, is it too much to give me the Aggie baseball script in any way incorporated into the football uniform?
On the helmets, but that would be like Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Okay. What do they like
bring
own cursive?
No, we just
So we just have a similar color scheme.
Mississippi State has like actually decent uniforms because they use gray. All we need to do is incorporate gray as a secondary color into a
That's
jersey.
Terrible take.
take.
I think we should just be thankful that they're switching up the uniforms whatsoever from the past. So
I like whenever they did those like 1939 like cream accents into them, bro.
No, the leather helmet was the craziest idea anyone's ever had. And like since then they were like, all right, we're going nothing even remotely different. It's just colors. Great.
I thought the worst one were the Snoop Dogg ones. They look like maroon and black throw up on a jersey.
Snoop Dogg one?
Yeah.
What the
Or the one
Oh,
Snoop
I
Dogg
remember
had
those.
for himself, maybe that he got
Yeah.
like a custom one, but that one was the worst one.
Yeah, when did we wear that? That was I remember Christian Kirk in those.
Florida.
That's the only it just rung a bell.
Hold up, let's see.
But I'm big team. Look, keep it classic. I like what we have. Have one like all blacked out, something crazy, like one jersey for that, and that's it.
Oh, okay, Mississippi State blackout uniforms, Johnny Year, sickest uniforms ever. That was cool. There was actual swag to it. Hear me out. The Mississippi State white and silver uniforms could have gone down as one of the sickest uniforms in history if we didn't get absolutely spanked in that game.
No, they were terrible. This is
I actually
awful.
have
You
one of those jerseys.
you're just you're the guy. Okay, like why don't you just
No, those were just awful. Like those were
Is that the
objectively
one that had, like,
the
the
worst
state of
jerseys we've ever
Texas?
had.
Yeah, it was sick, dude. It could have gone down as like the most unique uniform to get it.
That was like the long sleeve NBA jerseys. That's what that was like.
No.
Oh, those were weird.
Yeah, we just want to forget about those. Wait, so Clete, question for you. Jimbo basically just got rid of any alternate jersey, alternate uniform combination. Did he like talk about that? Was there a reason for it? Because the icy whites are arguably our best uniform combo overall.
No, I mean I just think he went the basic, which I loved. So I didn't even
Just classic.
bat an eye.
Classic
Yeah,
guy.
just it looks
We don't like
good.
the icy whites.
No, we did have the icy whites. That's what Jimbo
I
went
thought
to.
we didn't wear the white helmets with Jimbo.
Oh, well, not the. Okay, I'm talking about just
White
white
on
top, white bottom. Yeah.
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 Clete's
And
gonna
helmet.
be like 75 years old and driving like a Lincoln Town Car and be like, dude, it's just the classic. It's just an absolute classic vehicle.
It's got my leg room, my cup holder.
Smoothest ride in the game. Still a analog stereo, but smooth ride.
All right, we're kind of stretching this thing out, so let's get into War Room, boys. I think Tom Ag has an ad read. Can you do this? Let's
Gotta love
gather
the
your
hour and a
thoughts.
half in ad read. Really priming.
all right, here goes your ad read.
Oh, hold on.
Brought-
It's War Room brought to you by Layden Travel.
It's War Room brought to you by Layden Travel.
Good read.
Go ahead.
Keep it up.
All right, I'll handle this. War Room brought to you by Layden Travel. Ready to escape the Texas heat this summer? Hit up some Aggie away games or just disappear from society for a bit? Layden Travel has you covered. Layden Travel is Aggie owned and operated. Check him out at LaydenTravel.com and tell him AgKnocks sends you. Now, back to AgJack sucking dick and War Room. Here we go. The topic is, are we going?
Absolute banger, absolute heater of a topic to start off this year.
Yeah,
from our very own.
All right, well, we're doing
AgJack.
it, so just try to respect it for a second. So, what we're going with in honor of Kyle Av's third season, third absolute rip through a football season, we're going to do things that are better or best in their third year. Tom Ag Shrek bitching a lot. They've never done anything 3 times. Sex, namely. But I'm just saying, Lerm only has 2 kids. Shrek only has 2 kids. So
That's true.
clearly he can't do it a third time. Just saying. So I think we start off. I'm going to give Cow Dog the 101.
I'm gonna say Billy's mom better in year 3.
When she was 3 years old, you're saying? Or like, I'm just clarify for a second.
Oh, you're clarifying that. Yeah. No, this is an anti-pedo podcast, but thanks for clarifying on that.
Yeah, let's make that clear for the new listeners is that we are staunchly anti-pedo podcast.
Respect. All right. Coach Clete, 102.
Wait, are we doing teams here? Or are we?
Yeah, I thought we were doing
Singles.
teams. Like, what the fuck is this? You
I
didn't
don't know,
even announce that. This is why you just can't handle transitions. So we're doing teams. But Billy and Cow Dog are together.
Oh, we're together? Okay, so
Yeah.
we can't do my mom.
You already
no,
did your mom, bro. There's no going back.
We're scrapping that.
Bro, vote for your own mom, dude. Have a heart.
I'm just not going to go with that. I think we're going to go with college year 3, junior year.
Oh my god.
Just elite, bro. It's in terms of if you're not
Not
an
on the
athlete,
list.
just the sickest year possible you could imagine. You don't have to like worry about getting a job yet. Plus you're like, I don't know, if you're not AgJack, you're probably outdoors or enjoying life.
You're always talking about me. Dude, the listeners notice how much he has my fucking name in his mouth. It's ridiculous. And then whenever we're on topic about something, he just comes in hot with something random and just changes the topic right after I say something half the time. Just start listening. Just lock in a little bit.
Changing the topic. Come on.
you can see that Billy and Cow Dog's pick has cut deep. But still, junior
We
year,
like it. We
most
like it.
elite, especially like, let's say your third year in a system or in a program. See, bro, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
We liked it. We considered it. So Shrek and Tom Ag, you're up second.
Since y'all disrespectfully took Shrek's first round pick, we discussed it, and we're gonna go prison.
Oh yeah.
I feel like prison.
It's the worst pick possible.
Well, no, think about it, bro. Like, if you're in federal prison, your third year, if you're alive to that point, you probably know how shit operates. You probably like got a little respect yourself. You probably operate at a pretty high level. You know, you're in prison for a reason. You probably got 10, 20 years after that. I'm just saying, dude, third year in prison is probably when you start to enter the prime of prison.
You know what the trading system's at, what a carton of cigarettes can get you. You know what to bring over from Chow. It's a great time.
All right, yeah, good pick. I can't say I expected prison to be the second one off the board. All right, so now it's me and Clete. Clete, we've been texting.
Yep.
I'm going to let you take the reins on this one.
All right. So things that are best in their third year. A little hopeful, but Elko, third year head coach.
Pander pick.
Pander pick.
I mean,
Could be.
but
Could
that
not
means, wait, that means we have to wait 2 more years for us to be in our prime.
Well, I love the
his
pick
third
in
year.
general.
His third year as a head coach. So 2 at
Don't
Duke,
say this.
1 at A&M.
Oh, damn. Okay. Spin
Got
zone.
you there.
I like
Got
it.
you there.
Damn, fuck.
All right.
I didn't even think of it that way, honestly. The way I thought about this one was just college coaches in their third year, that's when everyone's like, they got their guys. It's time to cook. Third year, like take off, let's go.
Or
And
in
that's like where
Jimbo's
the
case,
expectation.
in Jimbo's case, 2 separate third years.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true. Let's see.
Back to
Second pick.
You guys had a chance to go, just for the record. You could have gone the third overall pick with the third overall pick. That just could have been cool. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, you could have done that. That's really smart. All right, Clete, roll with it.
Ooh, okay. Sticking with sports here because I don't want to do another painter pick. But
No, do what you need to do, bro.
No, I mean you can pander.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you want me to pander?
You could say like your third margarita at a Mexican restaurant or something, dude. Go crazy.
All right. Things that are best in the third year. AgKnocks.
Damn.
Wow, I'm glad it wasn't us who said it.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
I mean, best podcast in the game. Best A&M podcast out there.
Facts.
Number one.
Go back to listen to episode 1. It's come a long way.
And if you don't believe us, we can send you a strongly worded AI-generated review of why we are, bro.
Facts.
Love it. Yeah, no, I can't disagree. AgKnocks year 3 is takeoff time. Texas tailgate. We just interviewed the 2 Jaces. That was crazy. Just back to back, like nothing. We got a lot more coming. AgKnocks.
Year 3, baby. Year 3.
Some say we got Elko getting on soon. You know?
Yeah.
Go on, Coach
That's
Clete.
all Clete.
Easy.
I'm going to bring us back around, and I'm going to go ahead and go with a crippling gambling addiction, you know? Year 3, that's a good time.
So I understand why they're scared of this topic now.
What?
So yeah, no, dude. First year, you're just riding the high. You're new to the stuff, you know, trying to figure out what a spread is, what's an over/under, prop picks, just kind of getting your feet wet. Second year, you just went too deep. You think you're an expert. Now you lost a couple $1,000s. And third year, you know, it's like, all right, you know, I've brought in the self-control. I'm ready to limit myself on a weekly basis and see how this goes, or an Ajax method of letting the computer do it for you by year 3. You know,
It's truly the way to make your money back. You've got to get to year 3 as a gambler, and you know, if we're going off of thirds, why not year 3 is the most profitable year, right? Like,
I would have to agree with that.
Honestly, that was one of the worst team performances salvaged by roasting AgJack. So appreciate that.
That's all they can do. They just come for the king, bro.
bro.
All right. Okay, you know what, Billy? I'm going to need you to not talk on this next one because I want to hear what Cowdog's pick is, bro.
Pick could be in. Could be in. I don't know.
Let's keep
Lay it
going
on
with
us,
the gambling
Cowdog.
addiction theme. Let's go drug addiction.
No,
You're hitting your stride.
dude.
I feel
This
like
is
you're
the
peaking
worst.
on your drugs year 3, right? I mean, you're already 2 years in, so why not keep it going? You know,
No.
up that dose.
You guys completely dropped the ball on this. Like all the purpose behind it, everything that we could have done, you just proved yourselves. There's no thought process
No,
behind that.
I actually think I accidentally cooked with one of the best picks of the draft with a third marg at a Mexican restaurant. That could have been crazy. Think about it. First 2 margs, you're chilling. Third one,
He's
that's a
changing it
decision.
retroactively.
That's an
It was drug
intentional
addiction.
decision. You're getting faded.
You have to put drug addiction in parentheses next to
No.
that in the option, bro.
Yeah, obviously barely better than drug addiction, dude.
You know, alcohol could be your drug of choice, and if you're hitting your stride in year 3, you're doing all right.
All right.
So I have college, prison, coaches, AgKnocks, gambling addiction, and third market chimneys / drug addiction.
One of those could have been one of the most elite drafts of all time, minus the drug addiction part. All right.
Good job, guys. I can't even say good job, guys. That was horrible. They're like, oh, I'm nervous. Let me make fun of AgJack. All right, let's keep going. Honorable mentions. things that are best in their third year: wine, children, non-pedo podcast, TV shows, third season, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Elite.
Probably your
Dogs.
OnlyFans page. Year 3, you're figuring it out.
Jesus
Get
Christ,
people in to watch your fans or what your
Dogs fully potty trained. Your job, maybe you're making a little bit more money now. High school, junior year in high school is probably one of the best years of high school. Senior is better, but junior is pretty good too.
Is that your peak?
Start drinking.
Steph, Clay, Draymond, Warriors.
Damn. Third year.
Third year, 73-9.
What about fantasy football leagues? Like after you're in it for 3 years, it's like, all right, we're starting to roll now. Like this is becoming real.
Dynasty League for sure. For 3.
Time spent in a new home or city. Being a fan of a new team. Being a fan of a new team or sport. Like you locked into F1.
Switch your teams. Like,
What are we doing here, dude?
Yeah,
gambling addiction was significantly better than all of these.
NFL quarterbacks, year 3, best year. College players should become draft eligible.
What are we doing, dude?
Rookies who are in their contract year in the NFL. It's a big one. Investing, marriage or relationship, workout routine,
All right.
crop rotation in agriculture.
Any more good ones?
Data analysis for longitudinal studies.
Okay.
Cooking a dish. That was War Room.
That was way too close to the mic. Prayers up. All right. Clete, you got anything to plug before we wrap here?
I don't.
Plugging
AgKnocks.
in Mike Elko season 3.
Yep. Mike Elko. He's here. Elko era. Let's hold on tight. Let's see where it takes us.
Hold
on
on
tight to the plug.
rip it.
Yep.
All right, so Billy just squashed What's Peevin' Cowdog, but What's Peevin' Cowdog? It's back. Cowdog's no, he's been peeving. I don't care. If you're still listening, you're already a fucking knocker. If you guys want to go to bed, go to bed. Go to fuck to bed. Something's peeving Cowdog this week. He's going to speak on it.
Well, first, I was honorable mention. I was going to talk about Don Clausen. If any of y'all have seen him on Twitter recently, he's the guy pushing the ads of himself to run against President Trump because he says Trump's the Antichrist. He's got a lot of good lore. I looked into his page a little bit. Fun read, but that's about it. I mean, he just thinks Trump's the Antichrist. But anyway, in my Instagram Reels journeys that I take from time to time, I've come across it's perfect that it happens in Austin, but it's these group of influencers, quote unquote, that just walk around. It's like 3 dudes, and they just walk around the city shirtless all the time, or like take off their shirt and put on a cowboy hat and toss the football around. And it's great content because it's funny and the comments are always good. It's Brokeback Mountain, but it's kind of unbelievable to watch because nobody would walk into a store and do it. But those guys just keep doing it. And so I'm honestly impressed that they've stayed committed to the bit because they get flamed harder than anybody else.
Cowdog, how did that make you feel? Like, did
it didn't beat me off.
At
first, it kind of did. Maybe I was a little into it. But
Okay. Whoa. Hold on. Elaborate, bro. Go off.
But, I really enjoyed their comment section. So I don't know if it's peeving me anymore, but it did at first. But now I've come to like it.
Are you attracted to these
they're
men?
staying committed. So I'm all about it. If you stay with the bit and you're committed to it, I think it's a good deal.
Bro,
Are
you
That was Cowdog's back, all the way back.
I think we got some rust to knock off What's Peevin'. That felt more like something you would write in your diary than like something that would be peeving you. But
it did peeve me a little bit at first, but it's hard to sit there and find content that makes you mad because at the same time, I kind of enjoy that content that makes me mad at first.
He started feeling a little tingle down low.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, that was the first episode of season 3. Thank you all for listening. We've got accounts across the board: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can watch this entire thing on YouTube if you wanted to do that. That would be crazy. I would never do that. But if you want to do it, do it. We got shit coming all year. Follow us on Twitter. Turn on notifications. Anything else, boys?
Subscribe to YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating on Spotify. And call Clay gay as fuck. That was ridiculous.
Go outside and touch some grass, everybody.
Thank you guys.